Bishop Robert Barron is at the center of controversy again. This time he is being smeared for not becoming a partisan shill. In today's video, we'll break down what's happening, why some people are attacking him, and how politics is once again dividing the church. In today's church, the loudest voices are often the ones pushing for politics. Many people want bishops to take political sides, especially on issues like immigration and government funding. This is exactly what we're seeing with Bishop Robert Barron. He is one of the most moderate bishops in the U.S., yet some forces in the church are trying to pressure him into political activism. Recently, Barron was invited to Washington, D.C. to attend President Trump's address to Congress. While there, he also offered Mass for Catholic members of Congress. That should have been a simple, non-controversial event. But for some people in the Catholic media, it became a reason to demand that he take a political stand. One of the biggest voices criticizing Barron is the National Catholic Reporter. This is a media outlet that the U.S. bishops themselves have told to stop calling itself Catholic. Despite this, they continue to operate under the Catholic name and push a modernist agenda. The National Catholic Reporter published an editorial titled, "Bishop Barron Goes to Washington. Will it be word on fire or a smokescreen?" This headline alone shows their intentions. They are questioning whether Barron will use his platform for political activism or if he will simply do his job as a bishop. The article suggests that Barron has been oddly silent on key political issues, especially immigration. It implies that he should have used his visit to Washington to criticize Trump's policies. This is where we see the real problem. Some in the church want everything to be political. They want bishops to act as political activists instead of spiritual leaders. Bishop Barron's ministry, Word on Fire, has brought many people to the faith. He has helped spread Catholic teachings in a modern and engaging way. However, some people, especially those with a progressive or modernist agenda, want him to take a stronger political stance. They are pushing him to use his influence to criticize Trump and align with their vision of the church. This is not new. For decades, certain factions in the church have tried to turn Catholicism into a political movement. They have prioritized political power, government funding, and activism over spiritual leadership. This has led to a crisis in the church where faith is often replaced by politics. A big part of this controversy is about money. The U.S. bishops receive large amounts of government funding for programs related to immigration and social services. Some Catholic organizations, such as Catholic Relief Services and Catholic Charities, rely heavily on federal grants. When the Trump administration cut off some of this funding, many bishops and Catholic organizations reacted strongly. They see government funding as essential to their mission. However, this has also created a situation where some church leaders seem more concerned about financial support than actual Catholic teachings. The National Catholic Reporter's article focuses heavily on this funding issue. It argues that Barron should have spoken out against Trump's immigration policies and supported Catholic organizations that are struggling financially. This shows that much of the outrage is not really about theology or faith. It's about money. The push for political activism is part of a larger modernist movement in the church. Since Vatican II, there has been a shift toward aligning with secular authorities rather than standing firm in Catholic teachings. This has led to bishops being pressured into supporting political agendas, even when they go against traditional church teachings. Bishop Barron is seen as a moderate. He is not the most traditional bishop, but he is also not fully aligned with modernist or progressive Catholics. This puts him in a difficult position. Some traditionalists criticize him for not defending the Latin Mass, while progressives criticize him for not being political enough. A major reason why this controversy is happening now is because of Donald Trump. Since his first term, Trump has been a highly polarizing figure, especially among Catholics. Some bishops and Catholic media outlets have been very vocal in opposing him, while others have tried to remain neutral. Bishop Barron's decision to attend Trump's address without making political statements was seen as unacceptable by some progressive Catholics. They believe that everything must be political, especially in the time of Trump. This is why they are now attacking Barron for not using his platform to criticize Trump's policies. The Catholic Church is supposed to be above politics. While the Church can and should speak on moral issues, it should not become a tool for political movements. Unfortunately, we are seeing a trend where certain factions within the church want to turn it into a political force. This is dangerous because it takes the focus away from faith and turns the church into just another political organization. Instead of spreading the gospel, some bishops and Catholic media outlets are more concerned with government funding and political influence.